Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks. I'm here today with set number 10724, Batman and Superman vs. Lex Luthor. This is from the LEGO Juniors Superheroes series. It is 164 pieces, 3 minifigures, was released in summer of 2016, and it retails in the United States for $20. Granted, the price per piece is not great for it, but honestly, I think this is actually a good price for it, considering all that you're getting. Let's take a look at all of it right now. The set is divided into Bag 1 and Bag 2 for easy building for younger kids, as well as the use of certain parts and even some of the simpler pieces that are used, and even all the pieces you see in the set are printed, no stickers. So first thing we have is Superman has this small catapult, so you can have the action of him actually flying through the air. So I'll have one hand up in the air, and you can try to shoot him at Lex Luthor to try to take him down. Now Lex Luthor doesn't go down too easily. He has this pretty massive robot vehicle, which has a very nice number of lime green pieces. Some nice prints on the front too, which at the recording of this video, is exclusive to this set. There's some gunmetal wheels, some trans neon green for these slope pieces, and there's also a purple piece that you saw in the front. It's actually, well, as far as I know, a pretty new piece that I haven't seen in other colors. This is a 2x4x2 piece that's rounded, and it's in purple for this set. We'll take a look at the minifigures a little bit later, and you can actually see this has some posability, so you can move the arm around on a ball joint, has a kryptonite on there to shoot at Superman, and it also has on the other arm this claw, which you can move each of the claws independently. So that's actually pretty cool for play functions for this vehicle. For Bag 2, you get everything Batman related in the set, which includes a miniature Batmobile and a miniature Batcave, which is actually a pretty nice build for both of them for a junior perspective. First, the Batmobile has the standard junior's vehicle base in black, so it's actually pretty well suited for Batman. Some pretty simple pieces to get the effects of brake lights, headlights, the little booster on the back, and even has some of the wings from Chima added in for some, simple but good effects. You also have some trans blue pieces in here as well, and what I like best personally is this 2x2 tile with the Batman symbol. That is something you could use outside of the juniors line very easily, and even has a printed slope in here for the controls instead of a steering wheel. What I also like among the other printed pieces is you get 2 of these Batman symbols for 2x2 rounded tiles. These are intended to use for this machine over here. Much like in the other junior sets and even some of the other LEGO sets in general, you slide one of these 2x2 discs in here, and if you press it hard enough against the 1x4 modified brick in there, you can shoot them out. Oop, I hit Batman by accident. Or did I? This thing can turn 360 degrees, which is allowing a lot of room for play, and it's a very simple build, a little bit lacking on the bottom for, holding it together, but it's still sturdy enough that it can spin around. Now, as far as the base itself, it's actually pretty simple. We have a lot of not Batman color in it, because it's a junior set, they tend to be a little bit more friendly-sided, so they have a lot of these lighter blue colors, and I really like how these also new pieces in here, these are 1x2x3 bricks. So I give you a total of 4 of them in the set, which actually works out very nicely for, a simple construction, and probably some good substitution if you want to use it in your own mocks. Another nice tile imprinted form, 2x4 Batman symbol there. You got a lot of Batman symbol printed tiles, which is definitely one of the pluses I have personally for this set. The windscreen on here is printed as well, showing you a little area that Batman is watching over the city, which is basically a junior's type window. You also have a harpoon weapon here, which is very easy to use and attach on different substances. You can also use this walkie-talkie and another Batarang in the set. Did I mention already that there are no extra pieces in this entire set? Yeah, everything you see is everything that was in the box. So now we'll move on to the minifigures. Just for a moment, I'm going to break away some of the parts of the set to show you some of those newer pieces that I was talking about, as well as some of the newer prints. These are very nice in my opinion, and I think anybody will like them, even if it's from a junior set. So here we have Lex Luthor in some sort of armor. This is actually a pretty nice version of him, and it hasn't appeared, at least in this sort of version, since the promo back when the Lego Batman DC Superheroes Unite 2 came out. So that was a little promotional polybag with a similar armor piece and a similar premise, but yeah, pretty much since then we haven't had a Lex Luthor of that type. This one does have a lot more newer printing. The armor on him is in lime green. The torso, I will just remove his head and armor to get to that. It's actually a pretty nice newer print for him. So let me just put that back on. He also has the logo on his torso as we saw on the vehicle. So that works pretty nicely. And even just like this, I think it looks pretty good for a Lex Luthor minifigure. It's definitely a draw for a lot of older fans of Batman. And I think even younger kids would like this figure too. Lex Luthor doesn't appear in too many variants. So this is a nice refreshing one. So now we'll take a look at Superman, and this one looks a lot like the one from the Dimensions Fun Pack. I'm not really sure if it's the same exact face on both sides. Yes, he does have an alternate face. Back here, it is the same face as previous versions, like the Man of Steel one, where he has the laser eyes. And you also have the softer cape on him, as with most newer sets have the softer fabric. And he also has some printing on the back. It's a good version in my opinion, and I think the faces well suit him. And last but not least, we have Batman. This one is pretty much the same version as we've had from a junior set or two before, where it has a lighter blue for most of his color scheme outside of the light bluish gray. And it also has the same faces on him underneath the cowl, so it looks pretty good in my opinion. And here's a closer look at the first face. Here is the second face on the back, where it has a more serious look, and how it looks over that. He also has the softer cape, just like with Superman and most other newer sets with capes on them, newer fabric, and there's some printing on the back of him as well. I like this version. In my opinion, it's actually a cool one to have, even if you don't have many of the other Batman variants. Okay, spin the other way then. So overall, I think this is a really good value set. This has a lot of unique pieces to it, and even some newer actual elements to it, such as I mentioned the curve piece on Lex Luthor's vehicle, and some of the wall pieces over here, and also a lot of great tiles that any Batman fan can use. I say Batman because a lot of them are Batman oriented, but there are some Lex Luthor tiles as you see on his vehicle as well. There are a lot of play functions and a lot of, pieces that you could use to customize, and, for younger kids, this is actually going to be a lot of fun. It's a simple and easy to go vehicle and base type set, which has some pretty cool figures. So let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos. I haven't really done many juniors videos in the past, but I haven't done a whole bunch of superhero videos in the past as well. I have, I believe, recorded one video before with a previous version of Power Armor Lex, and Superman and Wonder Woman was in it, but I'll need to redo that due to a couple issues. But I hope you guys stick around for that, as well as some other LEGO videos.